I've discovered that in this world, young people don't worry about the future. It's the older ones who do. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about technology. Let me tell you something. When you worry about the future, it's because there's a lack of confidence, a lack of imagination. I don't have the solution for the future, but there is a solution for the future. We don't have the solution for the future, but our youth does. For the future, let me say, the future is an opportunity for everyone, especially for the young, because we have nothing to lose. That's what I told myself 18 years ago. Back then, we didn't have money, so we didn't have money to lose. We didn't have technology, so we didn't have technology to lose. And then we said, we believe that in 10 or 20 years, e-commerce, the internet will be powerful. If we start doing this now, when many successive people don't like technology, don't like the internet, we will start doing it. In 10 or 20 years, we will be the experts. In 10 or 20 years, we will be successful. So, I affirm to you, don't worry about the future, prepare for the future, build your own future. The second point is, don't worry about the things other people worry about, especially the things the president and prime minister worry about. Worry about the things that are important to you. We all have many things to worry about. If we don't take care of ourselves, we'll worry too much about the world. Now today, Alibaba can worry about the world. You don't need to worry about the world. President Putin can worry about the world. You don't need to worry about the world. Worry about your future, about how you can earn a salary, how you can do something different, something fun and interesting that also helps others. By the way, don't believe that technology will take away jobs from people. Technology will change many monotonous jobs. When the first technological revolution happened, the steam engine emerged, people were worried. Oh my God, the steam engine will take away many jobs. After 50 years, the steam engine created more jobs. When electricity emerged, many companies were worried about technology and began to lose jobs. But electricity created many jobs. Artificial intelligence will create more jobs. The problem is that in the next 20 or 30 years, many jobs may be lost. But that's a short period. So, we, the people, need to learn how to survive in the age of artificial intelligence. By the way, why can humans win? Machines can be stronger, can be smarter, can run faster, but they will never achieve the same intelligence as humans. Because we, humans, possess faith, we have religion, we have heart, things that machines don't have. So, if you want to prepare for the future, please don't follow the learning and teaching methods of the past. Don't try to memorize harder things because the computer can remember harder things than you. Seek to be creative, try to innovate, seek to be constructive. Those are the keys. Everything you learn, ask yourself, can this make me more creative? Can this make me more innovative? Can this make me more constructive? If you want to be creative, if you want to be constructive, let's do it. Additionally, I believe that when other people worry, opportunities arise. Make them worry. You should know that no one can stop this technological revolution. If you worry, it happens. If you don't worry, it happens. So what's the point of worrying? As I said, people asked, Jack, have you cried in the last 18 years building businesses? I haven't cried because I know crying doesn't make sense. It doesn't help. If crying could help me, I would cry every day. We shouldn't cry. We should make competitors cry. So think positively, prepare for it, and the youth are the solutions for tomorrow. The youth are the solutions for all concerns. If you stick with the youth, you'll be full of energy. But the advice I give to the youth is the same as I give to myself. Nothing is easy, nothing is free. If you want to succeed, you have to pay the price. I've lived for 18 years to reach the size we are today. Yes, we are strong, but we work much harder than most people. We never rest well and we're active during the day. Last year, I spent 867 hours traveling by plane. On the plane, I work hard. My team works very hard. In 18 years, we've worked like a normal company would in 70 years. Day and night, nothing is free, nothing is easy. Easy means you have to think differently, act differently. If John claims something is right and everyone agrees with him, why should you also agree? So you have to ponder. For example, in the early days of my company, when some ideas came to my office and everyone said, Jack, this is a great idea, I used to dismiss them. That's because if everyone said it was good, everyone else thought it would be too hard. I was interested in that tough challenge. I would take the idea and ask, how can we approach this differently? How can we do this uniquely? That's being original, being different. And thirdly, this is something I tell myself every day. Today is hard, tomorrow will be harder, but the day after tomorrow will be splendid. However, most people die in the morning. At night, it's necessary to work hard, face all the tough days, deal with all the challenging situations. That's the lesson for oneself. Graduating from school, you're just starting your learning journey. Whether you have a PhD, a master's, or a bachelor's degree, it's just a certificate. Your parents paid for 4 years. But the real challenge comes when you leave school and face the realities of life. The exams, the tests, that's life. We never apologize, we create other plans. The world is our second choice, and often we don't know where we are. If you have dreams, the sense of poverty doesn't prevail. We understand what we're doing. So we don't promise victories next year or tomorrow. Our vision is to win in 10 or 20 years. 19 years have passed. Today, we are one of the top 10 website companies. We believe in ourselves and our dreams, and we make them happen. You have to work to win, to achieve. If we can reach 80% of the youth in China and the world, they can be successful. Because we believe, we work. Many have dreams but don't strive. Many work hard but don't have dreams. Entrepreneurs must work and dream. That way we can achieve victory. We entrepreneurs will eventually become experts, agree? That's what I think. When you're an entrepreneur, you get used to failures. Today, they say Alibaba has been successful. Well, our company won't last 102 years. Why 102 years? Because every goal, every objective we set for our team must be very precise. We were born in 1999. In the last century, we had 1 year. We want to last 100 years plus 1 year, totaling 102, spanning 3 centuries. So very precise. We don't consider ourselves successful because we only have 19 years. There are still 83 years to go. We don't see ourselves as victors. We've only survived for 19 years. We're fortunate. In the last 19 years, we've made thousands of mistakes. As an entrepreneur, don't just learn from others' successes. Learn from failures. For many MBA schools teach that by reading about many successful cases, one may think they too can achieve success. There aren't many things you don't know. Some business schools have created bureaucratic studies and claimed that this was Alibaba. I said it wasn't true. They wanted me to fit into an elaborate portrait, but I resisted. They said it was the Alibaba they described. I insisted it wasn't true. They claimed I didn't understand, and I said, okay, I got it right. For the next 5 years, every year, there was a study with scholars from Tsinghua University. I was invited to sit at the back and listen to MBA school lectures, learning about our case studies. They always put a competitor competing with Alibaba. Who will win? For 5 years, everyone agreed that Alibaba would die and the competitor would win. However, during those 5 years, all the competitors died. We can learn something from this case study. Let's learn from mistakes. Because most companies I talk to, entrepreneurs make the same mistakes. Most reasons for success you don't know are different reasons. So, by learning from mistakes, it's not to avoid making them, but because when you encounter errors, when you face these kinds of problems, you know how to deal with them. An entrepreneur must have a strong heart for difficulties, errors, problems, failures, but they must have a warm and kind heart for their colleagues and customers. And I think one of the things I want to share with the values, the 6 values between the 2 valleys, very unique at Alibaba, which I believe the whole world should consider. We put the customer as number 1, the entrepreneur as number 2, and the entrepreneur's value as number 3. Most companies on Wall Street put the entrepreneur as number 1. I say the customer is the most important. If you serve them well, they pay. The second most important are colleagues. Why do colleagues come together? Because they want to serve customers. If they don't serve customers, why do we come together, right? So if the customer is happy, the entrepreneur is happy. Entrepreneurs will be happy. Another value I want to share with you is embracing change. In this ever-changing world, continuing to adapt is the best way to keep up, to remain successful. We never change our dreams, but we change ourselves. We learn from mistakes, from others, and we change ourselves, becoming successful. That's how we've done it. I encourage all entrepreneurs not to think only about their own country, think globally. If you only think about your own country, there's no difference between thinking about your own country and your own village. The internet connects all places. The hardest thing in this world is convincing successful people. Successful people say, oh, don't do this, don't do that. We have experience in this and that. We are the people. We want to be successful. We want to create the future. We want to do something we believe in. I also encourage all entrepreneurs, if you want to create a business, don't think you'll be successful next month or next year. Think at least 5 years. If something can be successful next month, you can also be successful next month. What is the strategy for an entrepreneur? The strategy is time. 10 years. You're competing with other people. The vision, the world will be there. What kind of customers do they need? How can we build this? You prepare for 5 years and 10 years. If you have a good team and always do it before the government does, if you're waiting for the government, you have no chance. So, as an entrepreneur, always ask yourself 3 questions. What do you have? What do you want? And what are you going to give up? What do you have? We have nothing certain. The only thing we have is a dream. We believe we have to work hard. We are customers. And what does the team want? Think about what you have, what you want, and what you're going to give up. If you're not willing to give up everything, you won't gain anything. Many people in business have never learned to focus. If you're an entrepreneur, learn to focus on one thing. Learn to focus as if you had 9 tails on the ground. If you want to catch the tail, don't change the tail, change yourself. If you want to catch this one at the end, you won't gain anything. So, for the 9 tails, don't change the tail. Change yourself to catch that tail until you succeed. There are many things we need to learn. Being an entrepreneur is an amazing experience. Life is amazing when you become an entrepreneur. In my life, on the day I don't write a book for myself, I think people who write books are getting too old. I want to write a book, Alibaba 100 Mistakes I Made. And that's the best experience because it's easy to be good, but it's hard to be bad. How are you preparing for the future of business and technology? Leave your answer in the comments below and share your ideas with us. If you want to continue receiving insights and guidance on how to achieve success in business and in life, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future content. Together, we can build a path of fulfillment and prosperity.